Hey, how are you all doing? XRP is now trading at 2.81 on CoinMarket. Our first tweet was a break from Ripple XRP. Rex Osprey has submitted a request to the SEC for approval of the XRP ETF. Paul Barron, who is hosting a meeting on how to avoid ruining an economy, is the source of our following tweet. Do your share to debasement in the interim. Terry Sikanaz of RizRP is the source of our following tweet. Let's watch this video. XRP. Hopefully, we will still be able to use paper money in the interim. They will use the Ripple RLUSD, and we will use it as well. It is now a stablecoin that has been approved. They'll make advantage of the XRP blockchain. There are also rumors that XRP HBAR and possibly even XLM would be included in strategic reserves. What are your thoughts on that video, guys? Leave a comment below. Jack McDonald, who currently has a market valuation of almost $700 million, is the source of our next tweet. Enterprise financing, including payments, tokenization, and collateral, is already powered by RLSD in both traditional and cryptocurrency markets. As institutional demand for RLSD increases globally, Ripple is eager to collaborate with our African partners to launch distribution on the continent, promoting utility and expanding internationally. The RUSD is moving. As inflation and governance concerns persist throughout September, markets anticipate Fed easing to steepen the curve, devalue the dollar, and strengthen gold and Bitcoin according to QCP Capital's analysis of Cointelegraph's most recent data, which is released next week. RizRap will be our next tweeter. Shruprick, say it, XRP is equal to payments. Let's view the video. Take a Bitcoin note. Let me tell you something, the Bitcoin ecosystem is growing daily. The usefulness of something that was formerly thought of as digital gold is something that people use on a daily basis as payment rails, right? That type of analogy is typical. Every day, the payment rails and tentacles of Bitcoin continue to grow. I can tell you that a few days ago, I saw some things that are coming out from one of the major exchanges, possibly the largest move on the planet, pertaining to that ecosystem and Bitcoin. And it, in my opinion, only adds more worth and usefulness to what Bitcoin is and how it benefits people. In a single transaction, hundreds of millions of dollars are being exchanged for pennies. Within the company itself, I am aware of one that is extremely dear to our hearts. It was moved for, I believe, 67 cents in a couple of seconds, which is about 200 million worth of Bitcoin. Therefore, something has enormous utility. What are your thoughts on that video, guys? Leave a comment below. Next week, the XRP update will shadow Rex Osprey. Along with Bitcoin, Doge, and other items, the XRP ETF was recently included in an official SEC filing that will take effect on September 9, 2025. This is actual documentation, not conjecture. The XRP ETF is rapidly gaining traction. BlackRock will be at swell, according to X Anderson's following tweet. The significance of the XRP community, XRP Las Vegas, and positivism by Quark Phil, Paul Barrett, and digital perspectives are the topics of our next tweet from Digital Asobi. These guys are so refreshing, wow. Let's view this video together. Additionally, I believe that XRP Las Vegas was a truly unique gathering of the entire community. As you indicated, I completely agree. And when we left the conference, I couldn't stop talking about it. After the conference, they couldn't stop talking about it either. It was simply wonderful since it's positive people. Furthermore, there isn't necessarily space for doubters or those who will doubt everything at this specific moment. They are the ones that think that we can be on these rails and that there is a better way to go than the way things have always been. And that, in my opinion, is most likely the most crucial factor. Dom and I frequently converse with members of other communities. Just now you mentioned a few names. Well, people are also really doubtful. Is this really possible? They ask. And I believe that things start to go south when that begins to occur in your own neighborhood. Is it really feasible for those who are supposed to be maintaining and developing this infrastructure to do so? Have we, been distracted? Will anything actually be able to happen? That's when things start to slow down a lot, I believe. What are your thoughts on that video, guys? Leave a comment below. BlackRock needs to get off their high horse and apply for an XRP ETF soon, according to XRP Crypto Wolf's following tweet. Crypto Barbie, Ripple, Silent Revolution, RLUSD, and XRP are the next tweets we'll see. Infrastructure lays the groundwork for internet value. According to Kibana, the Fed will cut rates to 3% or less next week due to Zave Crypto. We believe that they will at least cut to there. Furthermore, we believe that the market is undervaluing the range of possible outcomes that the Fed could lead us to below 3%. We believe that this range of results from a slowing labor market. Inflation is predicted to peak around the end of this year or the beginning of next year. However, we also believe that a new group of Fed officials will be targeting potentially different goals than the current Fed. To be more precise, we believe that you will hear more and more arguments of this kind from people who are being considered for leadership positions at the Fed. For example, let's say that the Fed believes that the natural rate of unemployment is 4.2% in the long run. They are unsure of the exact figure, but that is their estimate. What would stop a new group of Fed officials from aiming for a potential 3.5% or less than 4%? We've heard from others say, Fed chair candidates, that they're open to this idea, so I'll definitely be listening for Myron's testimony on Thursday. Additionally, if the Fed does decide to take that course of action, it will allow the funds rate to drop much below 3%. To take advantage of that, we believe you would like to acquire a 5-year OIS. Additionally, since longer-term inflation expectations are still firmly anchored, you should anticipate an increase in them. On that point, we concur with the Fed's judgment. We believe they have the potential to advance. We believe that there may be a steepening of the inflation curve. Additionally, we believe that in such an environment, the nominal curve ought to be steepening as well. Lastly, because we are concerned about part of this supply-demand dynamic at the back end of the rates curve, we want to be short 30-year asset swap spreads. What do you guys think of the video, assuming the Fed is? Leave a comment below. Ripple is the source of our next tweet. The agenda for Ripple Swell 2025 is available. Swell brings together the discussions influencing the direction of finance, from stable currencies and payments to legislation and practical implementation. Don't pass up the opportunity to travel to New York City with us. Get your invitation now. Paul Barron is the source of our next tweet. Your purchasing power decreases with each one printed. Capital is escaping to safety with every bond that yields negative real returns. This is the start of the great monetary migration. When money loses its meaning, mathematics takes over. Welcome to the 100 trillion crypto economy where institutions are purchasing Bitcoin as treasury assets, ETH is driving the new financial trains, Solana is expanding international trade, and XRP is linking traditional finance. Let's watch this video. I ended where what are your thoughts on that video, guys? Leave a comment below. Sign up!